whatever we are quoting here, very responsibly, is gleaned entirely from 2 FIRs whose copy we have, and from the briefing by the ADG Law and Order, the SSP who we've spoken to through the day, and the DM. This is not my imagination. This is not something I'm making up. So let me quote to you now what the FIR says.
Can you allow me to answer the first question?
I will also urge, just a second, I will urge also Pandit Ajay Gautam, who's a very vocal defender of the Bajrang Dal for some strange reason, and you to listen to this. The FIR says, and I quote, कोतवाली स्याना चलकर FIR की प्रति लेने को भी, basically I'll translate it in English, the inspector reached the spot. There was a mob which was agitating, led by Yogesh Raj, and he said, why don't you come with me and take a look at the FIR for the cow slaughter issue which has already been registered. But उसके बाद भी भीड़ और उग्र हो गई और भीड़ को नामित उपरोक्त व्यक्ति हिंसा के लिए भड़काते रहे, जिससे इस भीड़ के समूह में सम्मिलित सभी लोगों द्वारा उपरोक्त व्यक्तियों पर हमला कर दिया गया, जिससे प्रभारी निरीक्षक श्री सुबोध कुमार सिंह को गोली मारकर गंभीर चोट पहुंचाई गई और इन व्यक्तियों के नेतृत्व में एक राय होकर अवैध असलाहों, धारदार हथियारों और लाठी डंडों से जान से मारने की नियत से हम पुलिस वालों पर हमला किया गया. This man, Yogesh Raj, was instigating people to carry out a murderous attack on policemen. Give me one reason why the member of the organization to which this man belongs should not be proscribed. Mr. Goenka. Mr. Goenka, just let you answer.
So you read the content of the FIR and it is good that. Now, there is an inquiry being set up, and I would request you and everybody to wait for the inquiry to come out. The inquiry report will come out tomorrow, day after tomorrow, because the Chief Minister has given 2 days to the inquiry. Many times we have seen what has been written in the FIR, maybe part true, and there are more things to come up. There was another function going on.
Is it partially true that an inspector is dead?
You will have to give me some seconds.
I think that's an absolute truth.
You will have to give me some seconds.
A policeman
so when somebody is not
was
been allowed
by a
to
mob.
speak, it means that there is a motivation not to allow it. So my request to you is that you allow me to speak. You are a very nice channel.
Yes,
and you are a very good anchor also.
Yes, go on.
Now here we say, and this is condemnable act, whatever happened. But I see that the act of getting a bullet in the chest of this, gentleman, and after that the mob actually got instigated. A. B. Please do not label the entire organization because of act of few people. If that was true, then in that case where the nuns sold the children there in Jharkhand, is that entire charity of missionaries corrupt? Are there the people who are trading children? If the one particular bishop rapes a nun, does it mean that all the bishops are raping nuns? So do not subscribe that. Otherwise the logic will go to that end. So my request to you is, please allow the investigation to go. It's a very sensible. I see a conspiracy. I see a conspiracy. Why this only happened in UP? Why not happened in Kerala? When I see this thing where these innocent children of 21 years old, all they come together. I see a conspiracy by people who would like to criticize Modi ji, criticize Bharatiya Janata Party, criticize the Hindu religion.
Why would you are the victim?
50 people can attack. Do you think this 50 youth would have
unbelievable. Just a second, Mr. Goenka, just a second. Are you suggesting that you are the victim here? That Yogi Adityanath, the Bharatiya Janata Party is the victim and not the people who are dead?
One individual's criminal activity labels the organization of the philosophy or ideology. If that was true, then Father Mokhal's rape means that every priest who is there in the Christianity
of that organization. These people are emboldened because of the organization they belong to. It's
so
not
like
Yogesh Raj got up one day and said,
I take your logic,
I am going to go and lead a violent mob.
Then I take your logic and then I say every bishop is a rapist. Then I take your logic that every nun who is selling the child.
That's a very, very specious argument.
This is not so true, man.
There's a very, very specious argument. But
it's an individual act, man.
I did not say every person of the Bajrang Dal.
Bishop is a rapist. The individual nun has sold the child. This individual has done a crime. That does not label the organization.
No. I will answer that question. I will answer that question. Just a second. Vinit Goenka, I have an answer to you. So, if babies are sold in a certain branch of missionaries of charity, the entire organization will be held responsible. And they were. They were made accountable. Yes, they will.
You said
they will be made accountable. And we have held them accountable. Now tell me. Now tell me. The church will be held accountable. The church was held accountable. Yes, the church was held accountable. Not everyone is a rapist, but the church will be asked questions. Now let me ask you, will you hold the Bajrang Dal responsible? And will you take action against the organization?
I didn't jump to conclusion even in the case of the bishop. I will not jump here into conclusion. I will wait for the investigation report
of course
to come
you
out.
will,
There are
because here it
uniformed
is
officers, there are
convenient for you
disciplined people,
to suddenly
there are
wait for
capable
an
people. Let the
investigation.
report come.
Just
Now
a
what we
second.
have seen in
I want to bring in the others as well. Sharath Pradhan.
Pilu Khan's case, 6 accused, all came out because the cases were made in hurry. So my request to you is, do not spoil the
Just a
future
second.
of these people.
Sharath Pradhan, of course the BJP will not want to proscribe the Bajrang Dal because,
No,
and I'm
if they are
sorry,
done wrong,
but
it
they
is
are
to be
useful
condemned.
idiots
But
for the
who says they are
BJP.
done wrong?
It's not for nothing that a mob is running riot in Uttar Pradesh and nobody seems to be able to control them.
No, because the mob is sponsored by the ruling dispensation. And
So
it is
this is
very
incorrect,
evident
sir. This is totally
from
incorrect,
what
sir.
Vinit Goenka and
Nobody
Ajay
will let you
Gautam
do
have
all
been
this kind of things, sir.
taking
This is
a
absolute
hawking all the
rubbish.
time and talking about only one thing. Will you please let me speak?
But you can't speak
whole
rubbish, sir.
trouble is
You cannot say the
that
current
they-
dispensation does that,
Their
sir.
whole intent, their intent of the right-wing aggressors is to establish that this whole thing was engineered
Then
by
why
the
would the chief
Muslims
minister
who had
put in an
gathered
inquiry?
there. And this is a design. There-
I
please
tell
let
you,
me complete.
28 cases been filed of FIR in
We have some
2017.
decency.
Gentlemen,
Will you
hear
have
me
some
out.
decency to let
43
them
been
speak?
arrested because of
Look at
illegal
Vinit
slaughter.
Goenka,
You are
please
not
have some
condemning
manners.
illegal cow slaughter.
Okay, wait a second. Sharath Pradhan, before
You
you respond
are-
to that,
you are
just a second,
trying
Sharath
to
Pradhan, before you
sanctify
respond to that, let
the
me
robes.
give a
Who started
blanket.
your-
Vinit
was
Goenka, just a
because
second.
their
Vinit
cost
Goenka,
has
just a
been done
second.
illegally.
Vinit Goenka,
That
just
is
a
definitely
second.
the
I will have
importance of this.
everyone's volume turned down and let me, for the benefit of Vinit Goenka, Pandit Ajay Gautam, viewers and everyone who is going to start on this whataboutery, now issue a blanket condemnation for cow slaughter. All of us on the panel agree that illegal cow slaughter is a crime and must be condemned. Now, Vinit Goenka, will you proscribe the Bajrang Dal?
I will prescribe to anybody who is criminal, and I will not quote one individual's illegal activity as the organization. I will not call the entire Christianity a rapist.